Hi guys, I'm Danica Ferrante from mybeautyscraps.com and I have another really fun paper pumpkin video for you guys today. So in my last video, I unboxed the kit this month. This is the May 2017 kit called Sprinkled with Love. And I love the donut theme. But donuts aren't everybody's thing. So in my last video, I showed you how to create this card using the supplies included in the kit. So check that out if you haven't seen it already. But I love the donuts, and I'm sure lots of you guys do too. So I was very excited to create some cards just as the kit was designed to make. So I made this adorable little donut card. I hope you can see those cute little pearls sprinkled on top. I love the gold twine. So cute. But you guys know me. I love stretching my supplies. I love using every little scrap. So I was thinking as I was making this card, I bet you I could get 2 cards out of 1 by doing just a little dissecting of the card base. So I've got a fun idea and I just want to get started. So I'm going to flip the camera around and we're going to do a little 2-for-1 on this card base. Okay, what a pretty little mess we have here. So these are the supplies we're going to use to create the cards today. So we're making 2 cards from one of the cards from the kit. So I already have this card completed following the kit instructions, and I pretty much never make a video showing you how to create the cards as they're designed, because Paper Pumpkin makes an amazing video every month that shows you very quickly, it's a very short video, about how to put the cards together as they're designed. So I always just add that video from Paper Pumpkin into my Paper Pumpkin playlist here on my YouTube channel. So you can always find it there too. And you should also, of course, subscribe to Paper Pumpkin's channel, because then you get to see the kits when they come out every month. So I have this little card finished, and these are the supplies we're going to use. So almost everything is from the kit. We're using some of the stamps from the kit, and we're using one of the little icing shapes just to trace. We're using the pearls and the twine from the kit. And then these are the things I pulled from my stash. So I'm going to use tear and tape. I probably will use nail adhesive because I always use it on everything. I already cut my card bases. So this is the thick Whisper White cardstock. So this I did pull in from my stash, and it's going to be a top folding card today. I never do those, so I thought I'd switch it up. So we're going to make 2. So I've got 2 card bases ready. This is the very smallest circle from the Layering Circles die set. And then, oops, now it's on the floor. Okay, and then this is the brand new in color powder pink. So because I'm a demonstrator, I got to pre-order, so I already have the powder pink cardstock. So that matches that layer that we got in the Paper Pumpkin kit this month. So I'm using powder pink, and I'm also going to use my powder pink ink pad. Now these will be available when the new catalog goes live in June. So you'll be able to order these very, very soon. If you're a current customer or Paper Pumpkin subscriber of mine, I'll be sending you a catalog in the mail very soon. But if you're not already a customer and you don't have a demonstrator that you're working with already, there's a link in the description box below where you can contact me and request a catalog. I'm also using my full-size soft suede ink pad, but we got the mini one in the kit. So the last thing I'm pulling in for my stash is a piece of vellum. So I already pre-cut this to 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. We're going to use this as a layering element on our card. And I just pulled these out to show you guys. These are 2 different embossing folders. This one's called, no, of course it's not on it. I think this one's called Falling Petals. It is on the retiring list. And yeah, I don't remember what this one's called too, but I'm pretty sure this one's also on the retiring list. I love them both very much, but you can use any embossing folders you already have, or if you want to pick these up, head on over to my online store because they are only available while supplies last. Okay, so I cleared off a little space for us to work with. So my idea is to cut this card in half so we can use that adorable donut on 2 different cards. So we need to get an extra icing for the back side. So I grabbed one of the icing circles that's included in the kit, and all I'm gonna do is a rough trace around with pencil. Now normally I am not one that enjoys fussy cutting. I cannot cut a perfect circle, but that's what's awesome about this is it's icing. It's not a perfect circle. So even if you mess up, no one's gonna be able to tell. So I'm gonna speed up the video now while I cut. And then I'm just going to run this through my Big Shot to cut the circle out of the center. I think that's going to be the easiest way to do that, because if you have a punch, it probably won't reach all the way in. I love this layering circles die set. I use it all the time. All right, so now that we punched out the middle, let's do our stamping. So I've got my stamps already mounted. And we're going to use the May Your Day Be and the Sprinkled with Love stamps. And I'm just using my full-size ink pad for this, but we did get the Soft Suede Mini ink pad in the kit this month. So that's May Your Day Be. And here's Sprinkled with Love. Oops, got a little crazy with the ink there. And now we also got in the stamp set this month, we got a cute little sprinkle stamp. So I thought I would do a little tone-on-tone stamping and break out my powder pink ink pad. I just love this new pink in color. It's just like the perfect pink. So I'm just gonna do a little random sprinkle stamping. And I think that'll be good. And then we will do our cutting of the card base. So I'm just gonna cut off the front, trying my best to follow the line of the circle. Not too bad. And then do the same thing for the back side. Pretty good. And then I'm going to use my snail adhesive to put these two together. And that smallest circle just cuts a circle a little bit bigger than that donut center, so it's pretty perfect. And then we can tie our little bow around the side. So one little trick that I like to keep my bows just where I want them is to use a little glue dot. And we got a ton of glue dots in the kit this month. So I'm just gonna put that little glue dot down on the card base. And then I can stick the knot down right in that glue dot. And now my bow is gonna stay in place just where I want it. I'm going to trim up the ends a little more. Lovely. All right, now we need to add our pearls. And you could stamp sprinkles in other colors too if you'd like. On the pre-printed piece that you get in the kit, I think it's definitely Calypso Coral, and I think that's chocolate chip. Might be early espresso. Or maybe it's soft suede. It seemed a little too dark to be soft suede, but it kind of matches the ink color there. I feel like browns are forgiving. All right, so now we've got our 2 donuts from our 1 card base. Awesome, right? So here's my standard size card idea. So let's bring in our card bases. Now I'm using Whisper White thick cardstock for this card base. I really love using the thick cardstock for my card bases, especially when I'm not doing a lot of layering. And in the new catalog, we're going to have very vanilla thick cardstock. I'm very excited about that. So I'm going to take our piece of vellum that we already had pre-cut. So this is 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm going to, I think I'm going to use this heart folder. I'm going to look up the name for you guys and put it on the screen because I don't know why I can't think of it right now. And I'm just going to run this through my Big Shot. Just like that. It almost perfectly fits all those hearts. All right, I've got my vellum embossed. Doesn't that look so cool? I love how it like turns white when you emboss on vellum. Very, very cool. So that's going to layer on our card front there. And you know, adhering things with vellum is tricky. So I wanted to bring in my Terran tape. I've almost gone through this roll already. I love my Terran tape. It has such a strong adhesive. So I'm just going to put a couple little strips on the back. So this is going to make sure we have a nice strong hold to that piece of vellum. And then I'm going to stick it down to just the vellum first. Give it a little press. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the vellum, and then you can hide your adhesive behind that donut. And this Terran tape really, really gives a firm hold. So even though you're not going to have adhesive on the corners, this isn't going to go anywhere. Sometimes the hardest part is just getting the backing paper off because the adhesive really sticks even to the backing paper. There we go. And then we can layer that right on our card. Super cute. And then I already embossed this piece too. I'm not going to make you guys watch me do the adhesive, but there you have 2 practically identical, at least matching cards from one of the card bases in the kit. So it's a great way to stretch your supplies. I was actually thinking about playing around with a few more things, so hang on, and I think I'm going to show you a couple other options here, because you don't have to use this embossing folder. You can use whatever ones you have. Okay, so I did a little more playing. I used some early espresso card bases and the Falling Petals embossing folder for this one. And then I used that same embossing folder with this one, just on the early espresso card base. And then here's a few more, so that's the same as those. And then this is using the Falling Petals. I'll give you an up close look. I love that embossing folder. These are really cute. I hope you guys think so too. I just love playing with embossing folders. I don't know if any of you are like me, but I've got quite a little hoard, quite a little stash of embossing folders. But I just love playing with them. I feel like they can really step up a very simple card. So thank you so much for watching this video today. I hope you enjoyed this alternative idea. Make sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of the other fun ideas using this month's Paper Pumpkin kit. And if you're not subscribing to Paper Pumpkin, get in on the fun. When you sign up before June 10th and enter the promo code that I have down in the description box, you're going to save 25% off the cost of your kit for your first 3 months that you subscribe. It's an awesome deal, enticing you to jump in and join the fun. There's also a link down below to contact me if you have any questions. I always love to hear from you guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye.